to the 2023 CDL Doubles and Triples Practice Test. This test has 60 questions with explained answers to help you prepare for this test. Before we get started, don't forget to jumpstart that like button to keep this channel running. Now here is your CDL instructor to walk you through the questions.
Question 1. A safe speed on a curve for a straight truck may be 2 blank when pulling double or triple trailers. A. Slow. B. Appropriate. C. Fast. D. Inconsistent. The correct answer is C. Fast. Double and triple trailers are less stable than other CDL vehicles, and drivers must take special care. Drivers need to steer gently and drive slowly around corners, on-ramps, off-ramps, and curves to prevent rolling over. Question 2. Rearward amplification can increase with the number and size of trailers in tow and cause A. Tractor protection effect. B. Combination vehicle effect. C. Shutoff effect. D. Crack the whip effect. The correct answer is D. Crack the whip effect. Braking inside a curve can be dangerous, and drivers should always enter at a safe speed. A driver needs to enter a curve in a gear that will allow the driver to accelerate in the curve and maintain control. Question 3. To ensure drivers have enough time to slow down and change lanes gently, they should A. Watch brakes of the vehicle directly in front. B. Look far ahead. C. Drive ahead of other trucks and buses. D. Shift into a lower gear. The correct answer is B. Look far ahead. Looking far ahead is a defensive driving technique that all CDL drivers should practice. Drivers must maneuver double and triple trailers smoothly to prevent tipping over or jackknifing. Looking far ahead will give a driver more time to adjust their vehicle when they see a hazard ahead. Question 4. Because double and triple trailers are longer and need more space, drivers must increase their A. Braking pressure. B. Following distance. C. Acceleration. D. Reaction time. The correct answer is B. Following distance. Double and triple trailers need more space and cannot be stopped or turned suddenly. Drivers should allow more following distance by leaving a larger gap when entering and crossing traffic. Drivers should also make sure there is clearance on all sides of their vehicle before changing lanes. Question 5. Because double and triple trailers have more blank to pull, it increases chances of losing traction and skidding in adverse weather conditions. A. Dead axles. B. Ring hitches. C. Converter gears. D. Kingpins. The correct answer is A. Dead axles. Drivers of double and triple trailers have longer length and more dead axles to pull with their drive axles. Drivers must be especially careful during mountain driving and adverse weather that cause slippery conditions. Question 6. When parking, drivers need to be aware of how parking lots are arranged so they can blank when exiting a parking space. A. Pull straight through. B. Back up carefully. C. Pull around other vehicles. D. Align with other vehicles. The correct answer is A. Pull straight through. When parking, drivers need to be aware of how parking lots are arranged and plan ahead. Drivers should avoid parking in an area that will prevent them from driving straight ahead and put them in a position where exiting will be a difficult maneuver. Question 7. Blank are required on all converter dollies built after March 1, 1998. A. Air compressor valve. B. Trailer protection valve. C. Anti-lock brakes. D. Spring brakes. The correct answer is C. Anti-lock brakes. A converter dolly is an unpowered vehicle that enables trailer units to pull tractors. It has one or more axles, a fifth wheel, and drawbar. All dollies built after March 1, 1998 are required to have anti-lock brakes. Question 8. What are some steps taken to secure a second rear trailer? A. Drive the tractor close to the trailer. B. Connect the emergency line. C. Charge the trailer's air tank. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. All drivers of double and triple trailers should have a basic knowledge of coupling and uncoupling safely. If the second trailer does not have a spring brake, the driver can set the emergency brake by driving the tractor close to the trailer and connecting the emergency line. After charging the trailer air tank, the driver needs to disconnect the emergency line. Chalk should always be set in place if there is any doubt about the brakes. Question 9. Blank semi-trailers should always be in first position behind the tractor, and the blank trailer should always be in the rear. A. Lightly loaded, heavier. B. Top heavy, lower. C. Heavily loaded, lighter. D. Lower, top heavy. The correct answer is C. Heavily loaded, lighter. Heavier load should always be in the first position behind the tractor in order to stabilize the load. If the weight is in the rear of the load, the vehicle cannot handle swinging movements and sideway forces. Question 10. Where should a converter dolly be positioned? A. Behind the rear trailer. B. In front of the triple trailer. C. In front of a second rear trailer. D. Behind the triple trailer. The correct answer is C. In front of a second rear trailer. If the distance is too great when positioning the converter dolly, wheel the dolly into position by hand and line it up with the kingpin. The tractor and first semi-trailer can also be used to pick up the converter dolly. Question 11. What is a pintle hook? A. A tow hitch used for Class B vehicles only. B. A tow hitch used to handle heavy-duty towing. C. A connection hook on the protector valve. C. A crank hook on the landing gear. The correct answer is B. A tow hitch used to handle heavy-duty towing. A pintle hook is a tow hitch for Class A vehicles. In order to operate a vehicle with a pintle hook, a driver must have a Class A license with O restriction. Question 12. The trailer height must be blank than the center of the fifth wheel. A. Slightly lower. B. Higher. C. Centered. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Slightly lower. In order for the trailer to be raised so the dolly can be pushed under, the trailer must be slightly lower than the fifth wheel. The landing gear should be slightly off the ground in order to prevent damage if the trailer moves. Question 13. What does a yellow lamp on the left side of a dolly mean? A. The dolly has anti-lock brakes. B. The dolly has air brakes. C. The dolly is for double trailers only. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. The dolly has anti-lock brakes. Before March 1, 1998, dollies were not required to have anti-lock brakes. A yellow lamp on the left side of a dolly lets drivers know that the dolly was made after March 1, 1998, and is equipped with anti-lock brakes. Question 14. What is the braking method used when the driver presses hard on the brakes to lock up the wheels and then releases so the wheels start rolling again? A. Snub braking. B. Stab braking. C. Controlled braking. D. Proportional braking. The correct answer is B. Stab braking. Stab braking is used in emergency situations to stop double and triple trailers. When using this method, the driver presses the brake as hard as possible and locks up the brakes before releasing. This method will help doubles and triples stop in a straight line and prevent jackknifing. Question 15. How is inspecting brakes on a double or triple the same as inspecting brakes on a normal combination vehicle? A. Steps are the same. B. Same size. C. It takes the same amount of time. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. Steps are the same. The brake inspection of doubles and triples is very similar to the inspection on regular combination vehicles. The brake parts are the same and the steps are the same. Since the double and triples are bigger, there are more parts and the inspection requires more time. Question 16. The shutoff valve at the rear of the front trailer must be blank, and the shutoff valve at the rear of the back trailer must be blank. A. Open, closed. B. Open, open. C. Closed, open. D. Closed, closed. The correct answer is A. Open, closed. The shutoff valve in the rear of the front trailer is kept open to prevent pressure buildup between trailers and allows air to flow freely. In the rear of the back trailer, the shutoff valve must remain closed to prevent an unintended release of pressure. Question 17. When air pressure drops between 40 and 20 psi, the A. The service brake locks. B. The buzzer and warning light will activate. C. The spring brake will activate. D. Both B and C. The correct answer is C. The spring brake will activate. When air pressure drops to 60 psi, the warning buzzer will activate to let the driver know air pressure is low. If the pressure continues to drop, the service brake will come on between 40 and 20 psi. A driver should never wait until the service brake releases and should pull over as soon as the warning light signals the air pressure is dropping. Question 18. When checking airflow in all double and triple trailers, how do drivers know when the entire system is charged? A. When all shutoff line valves are closed. B. When the dolly's shutoff valve is closed. C. When the trailer's shutoff valve is closed. D. When the driver hears air escaping after opening the emergency shutoff line valve at the rear of the last trailer. The correct answer is D. When the driver hears air escaping after opening the emergency shutoff line valve at the rear of the last trailer. Air must reach all the way to the back trailer in order for the brakes to work. If the driver does not hear air escaping, then the shutoff valves on the trailer and the dolly needs to be checked. Both the trailer and dolly shutoff valve should be in the open position. Question 19. During an air brake check, after the air pressure has reached normal level, the driver should A. Pump the service brake. B. Press hard on the service brake. C. Turn the engine on. D. Push in the red trailer air supply knob. The correct answer is D. Push in the red trailer air supply knob. Pushing in the trailer air supply knob will supply air to the emergency supply line. To provide air to the service line, the driver will use the trailer hand brake. Question 20. What affects a double and triple trailer stopping distance? A. Speed. B. Weight. C. How much space is needed to stop. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. When the speed of a double or triple trailer increases by half, then its stopping distance is 4 times higher. The truck's increase in size or weight also increases its stopping distance. This is one reason why trucks are so highly regulated. Question 21. Retarders should be blank when the wheels have poor traction. A. Turned on. B. Turned off. C. Increased. D. Decreased. The correct answer is B. Turned off. Retarders can be turned on and off by the driver and should always be turned off during poor weather conditions. Snow, rain, and icy conditions cause poor wheel traction, which could make a trailer skid if the retarders are turned on. Question 22. 2 main components in the coupling system are the trailer kingpin and the A. Retarders. B. Shutoff valves. C. Fifth wheel. D. Red trailer knob. The correct answer is C. Fifth wheel. A payload powers a coupling system to connect a tractor to a trailer. The fifth wheel locks around a trailer's kingpin, and the connection enables the truck to haul a trailer. Proper coupling techniques are important to prevent damage to the equipment. Question 23. A blank uses a valve to create back pressure and restrict exhaust. A. Electric retarder. B. Hydraulic retarder. C. Exhaust retarder. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Exhaust retarder. The exhaust retarder restricts the upward movement of the piston and limits the engine's operation. This happens when the retarders hold air inside the exhaust system that is caused by burning fuel. Question 24. Since January 1, 1975, it has been required that trailers with air brakes have A. Hand brake. B. Foot pedal brake. C. Parking brake. D. Anti-lock brakes. The correct answer is C. Parking brake. Older trailers were not required to have a parking brake and would not have a backup system if air pressure was lost. Many manufacturers fulfill the requirement of having a parking brake by having spring brakes. Question 25. In colder weather, bridges freeze blank the road surface. A. Later than. B. Before. C. Same time as. D. All of the above. The correct answer is B. Before. Drivers need to be aware that bridges freeze before road surfaces. If roadway conditions are safe, drivers still need to slow down and use caution when driving over a bridge. It could be dangerous for a driver to drive at the same speed from a road to a bridge with icy conditions. Question 26. Drivers should review the last vehicle inspection report. A. Before conducting a pre-trip inspection. B. When a problem is detected. C. After a post-trip inspection. D. When instructed by the mechanic. The correct answer is A. Before conducting a pre-trip inspection. A driver should always review the last vehicle report to see if any repairs were needed from the prior shift. A driver will then sign and confirm that all needed repairs have been made and the vehicle is safe for use. Question 27. It is dangerous to load materials on one side of a trailer due to A. Increased risk of a rollover. B. Damage to the materials. C. Stopping distance. D. Braking distance. The correct answer is A. Increased risk of a rollover. To load a trailer for safe travel, it must be evenly distributed. At least 60% of a trailer's weight should be loaded in the front end of the vehicle. Lighter items should always be loaded closer to the rear of the trailer. Question 28. Blank is one reason for hydraulic brake failure. A. Brake fade. B. Stab braking. C. Snub braking. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Brake fade. If experiencing hydraulic brake failure, the driver should try to slow down the vehicle by downshifting to a lower gear and applying the parking brake. The driver should also pump the brakes to try and increase hydraulic pressure. Question 29. A blank tractor trailer has a blank chance of rolling over. A. Empty, increased. B. Fully loaded, decreased. C. Fully loaded, increased. D. Empty, same. The correct answer is B. Fully loaded, increased. When a tractor trailer is fully loaded, its stopping distance is increased. If a driver is not cautious and looking ahead for hazards, it could increase the chance of an accident. A fully loaded trailer also needs to be maneuvered more slowly and carefully. Question 30. Blank is when a vehicle's rear wheels do not follow the same path as the front wheels during a turn. A. Centerline tracking. B. Pivot tracking. C. Straight line tracking. D. Off tracking. The correct answer is D. Off tracking. Drivers need to be aware of their trailer wheels every time they turn. Off tracking can be very dangerous and pedestrians are especially at risk. Alignment problems may be one cause for a vehicle off tracking. Question 31. Disconnecting the pintle hook while the dolly is still under the rear trailer could cause injury by A. Crushing latch hook. B. Causing an unstable trailer. C. The dolly bar flying up. D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. The dolly bar flying up. Drivers should never unlock the pintle hook when it is under the rear trailer. It could cause the dolly bar to fly up, causing injury. In addition, the pintle hook flying up will make it very difficult to recouple. Question 32. Blank is the most likely to tip over when a vehicle turns suddenly. A. The front tractor. B. The middle trailer. C. The last trailer. D. Trailer with the lightest load. The correct answer is C. The last trailer. When turning suddenly, the vehicle's last trailer is 2 times more likely to turn over. The speed of the vehicle, its weight, and load all factor into the trailer's turnover risks. Question 33. A driver should blank if the trailer goes into a skid. A. Steer to the right. B. Steer to the left. C. Pump the brakes. D. Release the brakes. The correct answer is D. Release the brakes. A driver should release the brakes when a trailer goes into a skid as a way to regain traction. When the vehicle has regained traction, then it straightens and becomes more manageable. Question 34. A 50-foot vehicle traveling 35 miles per hour should allow blank travel distance. A. 7 seconds. B. 5 seconds. C. 15 seconds. D. 10 seconds. The correct answer is B. 5 seconds. To calculate traveling distance, a driver should allow 1 second for every 10 feet of vehicle length while traveling at a speed below 40 miles per hour. As the vehicle's speed increases, so does the traveling distance by 1 second. Question 35. It is dangerous to drive in very hot weather when the tire's air pressure is A. Too low, B. Too high, C. At 105 psi, D. Between 100 and 105 psi. The correct answer is B. Too high. When driving in very hot weather, the air in the vehicle's tires expands and could reach unsafe levels. In this situation, the driver should pull over and give the tires a chance to cool. Never let air out of the tires to prevent dangerously low levels once they have cooled. Question 36. When driving a 40-foot truck at 55 miles per hour, the following distance would be A. 5 seconds, B. 8 seconds, C. 7 seconds, D. 12 seconds. The correct answer is A. 5 seconds. When calculating 1 second for every foot of vehicle length, the traveling time would be 4 seconds. Since the speed is above 40 miles per hour, then another second is added, bringing the following distance to 5 seconds. Question 37. A tractor and trailer can still be used together even if blank is equipped on a trailer only. A. Valve switch, B. Air brakes, C. Anti-lock brakes, D. All of the above. The correct answer is C. Anti-lock brakes. Anti-lock brakes add additional protection when braking and are not required to be on both the tractor and the trailer. Even without anti-lock brakes, the air brakes provide the protection needed. Question 38. What should be coupled first with a triple trailer? A. The rear trailer, B. The middle trailer, C. The trailer loaded first, D. The trailer directly behind the cab. The correct answer is D. The trailer directly behind the cab. Once the first trailer is coupled directly behind the tractor, the converter dollies and trailers should be connected in order. Before coupling, the driver should check their fifth wheel and check around the trailers for obstructions. Question 39. The blank is controlled by the foot brake or the trailer's hand brake and supplies air to the trailer's brakes. A. Trailer lines, B. Control line, C. Tank lines, D. Vertical lines. The correct answer is B. Control line. The service control line is sometimes called the service line or signal line. The pressure in the service line will change depending on how hard the driver presses on the foot brake or hand valve. Question 40. Examples of distracted driving are A. Eating, B. Looking through paperwork, C. Talking on the phone, D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Drivers that are distracted are very dangerous to other drivers and pedestrians. There are many ways for drivers to be distracted. Talking on the phone or texting while operating a vehicle is a serious offense and could result in loss of employment or CDL suspension. Question 41. While crossing a railroad crossing, blank can cause trailers to become stuck on the tracks. A. Low truck clearance, B. Truck weight, C. Height clearance, D. Type of cargo. The correct answer is A. Low truck clearance. When there is a difference in the roadway elevation and the railroad elevation, there is an increased hazard to many trucks with low clearance. Drivers must be aware of their low clearance and change course if there is any question if the truck is able to clear. Question 42. What is one way to cause a trailer to jackknife? A. Aiming high and steering, B. Driving too slow, C. Brakes locking up, D. Increasing stopping distance. The correct answer is C. Brakes locking up. When the wheels on a trailer lock up, the trailer will swing around. This is usually called a trailer jackknife. When a trailer is empty or is carrying a light load, the chance of a trailer jackknife is increased. Question 43. The warning lights on the dashboard should come on and turn off after a few seconds when A. When there is a mechanical problem. B. When the warning lights have been reset. C. After fluids have been changed. D. When the engine is started. The correct answer is D. When the engine is started. Dashboard warning lights are used to show a driver if there is a mechanical problem with a vehicle. After starting the engine, if the lights remain on after a few seconds, the driver should check with a mechanic to see if it is safe to take on the road. Question 44. A triple axle should not lose more than blank in a minute during an applied leakage test. A. 11 psi. B. 5 psi. C. 6 psi. D. 3 psi. The correct answer is C. 6 psi. During an applied leakage test, the driver presses the brake for 1 minute. This test is to ensure the vehicle does not lose too much air pressure. After 1 minute, the air pressure should not drop more than 6 psi. Question 45. When should placards be used on a tractor-trailer? A. When transporting live cargo. B. To confirm the cargo is safely loaded. C. When hazardous materials are being transported. D. Dry materials. The correct answer is C. When hazardous materials are being transported. Placards are used to warn others that a vehicle is carrying hazardous materials. The hazard class is required to be labeled on 4 identical placards. A placard should be displayed on the front, back, and both sides of the vehicle. Question 46. What are some ways that affect a driver's ability to operate a vehicle safely? A. Lack of sleep. B. Over-the-counter medications. C. Difficulties personal life. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. It is a driver's responsibility to make sure they are clear-minded and alert to drive safely. Sometimes behaviors outside of working hours can carry over into a driver's shift. A driver must always make sure they are eating healthy, getting enough sleep, and keeping healthy. Question 47. Compressed air contains blank and must be drained from the tanks regularly. A. Dust. B. Water. C. Transmission fluid. D. Grime. The correct answer is B. Water. There is usually some amount of water in the compressed air in the air brake system. This must be drained regularly to prevent a buildup and damage to the brakes. Question 48. Drivers should always avoid backing a trailer due to A. Poor visibility behind the vehicle. B. Difficult to maneuver. C. Take too much time. D. Not designed to back up. The correct answer is A. Poor visibility behind the vehicle. Even though drivers should avoid backing up a trailer, there are times when it is necessary. If a driver needs to back up, there should be a spotter available to help make sure the maneuver is done safely. Drivers should also make sure to take time to drive slowly and use their mirrors. Question 49. When are road surfaces most slippery during the rain? A. When the rain first starts. B. After it has been raining for days. C. Just before the rain starts. D. All of the above. The correct answer is A. When the rain first starts. When rain first begins, it mixes with oils on the road surface that may become slippery and hazardous. As more time passes, the rain washes away some of the oils and the surface becomes less slippery. Question 50. What conditions can cause parking brakes to freeze? A. Wet weather, freezing temperatures. B. Dry weather, freezing temperatures. C. Wet weather, temperatures above 35 degrees Fahrenheit. D. None of the above. The correct answer is A. Wet weather, freezing temperatures. When the parking brake is applied during wet weather and freezing temperatures, it can cause the brakes to freeze. In this case, the brakes will not function, and the driver will have to wait until temperatures become warmer. Question 51. Before entering a curve, a driver should A. Shift to neutral, B. Downshift, C. Speed up, D. Use snub braking. The correct answer is B. Downshift. Downshifting before entering a curve is sometimes called engine braking. Downshifting should be done before entering a curve. To prevent skidding, a driver should never brake or downshift in the middle of a curve. Question 52. Road conditions are most slippery when A. Wet, B. Wet and icy, C. Snowy, D. Newly paved. The correct answer is B. Wet and icy. Many road conditions, such as snow, rain, and ice, can reduce tire traction. Ice that begins to melt becomes even more slippery and dangerous. Question 53. Blank railroad crossings are controlled by gates, lights, and road markings. A. Active, B. Passive, C. Out of service, D. Exempt. The correct answer is A. Active. Railroad crossings that are in regular use are considered active and are controlled by gates, lights, and road markings. Passive crossings do not have lights and gates and are rarely used. CDL drivers should always stop at both active and passive crossings. Question 54. And blank produces air for the brake system. A. Air compressor, B. Governor, C. Air supplier, D. Brake compressor. The correct answer is A. Air compressor. The air compressor is powered by a vehicle's engine and produces air for the braking system. Normal pressure is drawn in by the air compressor, forced into a smaller space to increase the air pressure. Question 55. How much space should be between the upper and lower fifth wheel when checking the converter dolly to the rear trailer? A. 1/2 inch, B. 4/32 inch, C. None, D. Varies. The correct answer is C. None. If there is space between the upper and lower fifth wheel, then the converter dolly is not coupled correctly. In this case, the problem must be corrected to prevent the trailer from becoming loose. Question 56. Chances of wheels locking up increases with A. Anti-lock brakes, B. Heavy load, C. Light load, D. Dry road conditions. The correct answer is C. Light load. When a truck is lightly loaded, it has less traction caused by stiff suspension springs and strong brakes. To prevent wheels from locking up, drivers should remember to keep firm and constant pressure on the brakes while stopping. Question 57. To help manage space on the side of a truck, the driver should A. Keep extra space in front, B. Decrease speed, C. Stay in the left lane, D. Avoid driving alongside other vehicles when possible. The correct answer is D. Avoid driving alongside other vehicles when possible. Drivers should manage their side space to avoid damaging other vehicles. In addition to not driving alongside other vehicles, drivers should also keep as much space possible between side and oncoming vehicles. Drivers should always make sure to make room for other vehicles when entering highways. Question 58. When inspecting landing gear, a driver should make sure A. It is fully raised and has no missing, bent, or damaged parts. B. Crank handle is in place and secure. C. No air or hydraulic leaks. D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Landing gear keeps a trailer level when it is removed from a tractor. The landing gear keeps the truck safe and is located in the front of the trailer. It has 2 legs and can support the heavy weight of a trailer. Question 59. Blank are connected from the trailer tongue to the tow vehicle. A. Cotter pin, B. Safety chains, C. Castle nut, D. Pitman arm. The correct answer is B. Safety chains. Safety chains are the first line of defense in the event of a disconnection of the trailer and tow vehicle. It is important that chains are connected properly and are an important part of the pre-trip inspection. Question 60. If a second trailer does not have spring brakes, the driver should blank the wheels. A. Park against a curb. B. Park on an even surface. C. Chalk the wheels. D. Leave space between other trucks. The correct answer is C. Chalk the wheels. Wheel chocks are wedges made of a sturdy material and sometimes coated with rubber. They are placed against a vehicle's wheels to prevent movement. Chocks are an important safety feature and should be used along with brakes.
Hope you enjoyed this video. If you still need more practice, then check out these videos or click the first link in the description to get your cheat sheet, which will help you pass your CDL exam on your first try.